Action today is Plymouth Argyle versus Ipswich Town. The beginning of fans being let back into stadiums. Unfortunately, I wasn't in that number. But yeah, so we're just gonna get straight into it. So it's the first game we've played Ipswich in this decade or in this last decade. Our previous 3 games was a 2-0 loss away in the 23rd of March 2010. Previous to that, 24th of October 2009, 1-1 draw at home. And previous to that again, 31st of January 2009, another draw, a 0-0 draw away. Ipswich are in a better form. Their last form, 0-0 draw with Oxford, 2-0 loss to Charlton, 3-0 loss to Hull, 2-1 win to Shrewsbury and a 2-1 loss to Sunderland. They stand in 5th with 26 points, while our current form is a 4-0 loss to Rochdale, 1-0 loss to Peterborough, 5-1 loss to Fleetwood, 2-2 draw with Portsmouth and a 4-2 win to Swindon. We stand in 15th with 19 points. So Ipswich is 7 points ahead. There's 2 changes in the side today. Cooper has been dropped for Grant. He's dropping in at a left wing back left wing back. And then Reeves has been dropped for Kamara. Mayer is back in the side. The back 3 is the same as what it ended in Watts, Apoku and Ameson against the 4-0 loss against Rochdale. Both teams have got 1 win in 5. But yeah, also lastly, before we get into the first half, I just want to say that I don't know if I'm going to be redoing these match reactions while I'm not at the games, purely because I don't think it's going to get views, as people are going to be making match vlogs. I know a friend of mine, Archie Argyle Army, probably isn't watching the video, but I'll put his link down below, and I know that he'll be doing match vlogs, and he'll be doing good content, so make sure you go sub to him. Link will be in description. I think I've said it quite a few times on this channel now, but I'll be surprised if he's watching the video. But yeah, so let's get into the first half. Hopefully Argyle can right, so it's the end of the first half now, and at the start of the first half, Ipswich started off more dominant. They had a couple extra chances. They were lucky not to get a penalty inside 7 minutes. Apoku, he just outstretched a leg. It was I don't think it was intentional as such. Well, obviously it wasn't misleading. Like he went to go get a ball, failed. Referee didn't give it as a pen. Lancaster, Ipswich's striker, wasn't happy about it. But yeah, I must say from iFollow, whoever was doing the camera movement, it was quite poor. There was bits in the first half where I missed chances purely because the camera was just a complete wrong way. But hopefully they can sort that out. But then when Argyle started picking up the game, they got a goal. So Danny Mayer came in, offloaded it to Noble. Noble played it wide to Grant. Grant crossed it in, and Jeffcott sort of flicks it onto it. It hits the bar and bounces down. At first, I didn't think it was a goal. I thought it hit the bar and onto the line, unfortunately. But it did go in, and that was in the 13th minute. And then after that, it was sort of an even game. Both teams just were colliding in the middle, and it was no really getting anywhere. Argyle had a couple good chances. Ipswich sort of, they had one good chance, which Ameson blocked. I think it was Jackson was through. Ameson came through and slid in just vital at the vital time. But lastly, I must say, Danny Mayers, he's had some decent chances this game. He's beginning to become more confident on the ball this season throughout. He's had a couple good chances, one whistled past the post. But yeah, hopefully Argyle can get an extra goal and just not lay back like they've done in the last couple of games, like they've done against Portsmouth. So yeah, so it's the end of the second half now, and it's a very negative result yet again from Argyle. We started off the half very strong. It was sort of just as if it was the first half, you know, both sides battled for possession. There was no real concerns for Ipswich for Argyle. And then it just started the downfall. Danny Mayer got a yellow card for what seemed like time wasting in the 51st minute. A very early time to start time wasting. Sort of seemed as if Ryan Lowe had set out that game plan. And then Jeffcott was brought off for Hardy. I like to see Hardy play. You know, he's normally a positive player to bring on in around the sort of time we brought him on. And then it was just a shambles. Mayer got a red card. You can't lie with it. It was a red. It was a harsh red though. It was a second yellow, but it was just a little trip. Like it looked as if he was just frustrated, but you know that just sort of messed Argyle up really. But it was the shambles. So there was a Nolan, Ipswich fans, your player called Nolan, half volley from just inside the box into the top right corner. It was a cracking finish. Argyle had it coming as soon as Danny Mayer got the red card. But then so not even a minute after, not even 60 seconds after, Ipswich go and score again. This time the centre of the box just rolled out to him. Jackson hit it. He was a danger for Argyle all game. Argyle tried keeping him quiet. But then Argyle, they started picking it up again. They were trying to, but it's just so difficult with them 10 men versus 11. There was 2 subs. Ben Reeves came on for Noob, which I disagreed about. I think we needed more strikers, and then us bringing on another midfielder. And then Moore came on for Edwards. You know, I don't see why we bring off Edwards. Maybe it's because he's tired, maybe his fitness is low, but I think Edwards is one of the most positive players in the team. He picks up the ball and you never see him going backwards. You always see him trying to push forward, making that forward option. Unlike Moore, you know, in the attacking third, he'd prefer to cut it back or cut it along than to whip it in, unlike Grant, unlike Edwards. But yeah, then Argyle just they don't know how to finish. You know, they brought on Telford for Forner a minute before the end. Watts had one good chance where Hardy sort of miscontrolled it and laid back to him outside the box. Watts sort of tried finessing it, went just over the bar. But it was just unfortunate. It was a shambles from what we were in the first half. I'm not confident now. That's 4 losses in a row. You know, in a minute we're going to start reaching down, and I can't lie to you, it's just reminding me of the Derek Adams season, the season we got relegated. Although I don't think we will get relegated, I must say that before so many people comment on it. I do not think we're going to get relegated. I just think we need to sort this out sooner rather than later. So I'll see you in the next Argyle home game. Hopefully it might be a match vlog. Most probably not though. But until then, stay safe. Come on, the Argyle.